Alright guys, and welcome back to another educational form of Dead by Daylight Survivor game on Ironworks of Misery. Now, I'm running through the center of the board and I'm going to hear the heartbeat of the killer, and we can see that is him on our left-hand side, and we are going to be versing a Trickster. Now, this killer, to me, is underrated. I think this killer is quite strong for who they are, but apparently a lot of people still don't play the Trickster. After they buffed his base movement speed from 110 to 115%, what that has allowed you to do is when you use your knives, you basically have the equivalent of the green add-on twice. And then on top of that, you can run the green add-on for 2.5% on movement speed with the knife. So, at the end of the day, the penalties you're getting for revving the knife or using the knife are reduced a lot. When Trickster has both of his knives out, he moves at 100% movement speed, right? So when you run the add-on, he moves at 102.5. So just keep these kind of things in mind, not to mention the base movement speed amplification is going to allow you to move around the board quicker, have the pressure. Now, I am in a duo queue Swift right now. I am playing with the Ace. If you look at the HUD, we have 3 different people and 3 different generators simultaneously. That is really good situational awareness. Excuse me. And that is very good movement just by the team. Ace has managed to avoid the killer, reset all the knives, and we've had one person be forced... I'm so sorry, I just had quite a bit of water, so please bear with me. And you've noticed that the killer is currently chasing nobody. But if we're looking at who's not on the generator, that is the person who's most likely looping the killer outside a chase. So these are important things to keep in mind. I'm doing a generator, not at the shack, not in the middle of the map, but I'm really happy with the gen I'm doing. Honestly, I'd like to do the gen on the right-hand side. Mr. Tinkerer? Tinkerer on Trickster? Interesting, yeah? Okay, let's use line of sight. I don't agree with Tinkerer on this killer. Alright, one knife in the back and I'm injured. I am exhausted. I wonder if he's out of knives. That's going to answer that question. He has no knives left. I didn't need to give him that pallet. I didn't actually get the blind. He's going to go back, but he didn't get it to my generator in time. So what did we learn? We just learned that this killer is running Tinkerer, okay? He actually did have knives left. I'm very surprised he didn't go for a knife hit in my back, because he had plenty of opportunities to go for a single hit. That was a bit of a hiccup, so that makes me feel that he's not comfortable playing Trickster. Now, what did we learn? We learned he has Tinkerer. He's just lost 3 generators simultaneously. He came over to me without kicking a generator or moving his heartbeat. So the only choices were he gave his obsession his heartbeat. Well, I don't think that's what happened. He had Tinkerer, or he had Unforeseen, or he had Trails of Torment. Well, he didn't have Unforeseen because I would have known. Or, well, that's not true. I wouldn't have known. He doesn't have Trails of Torment because I would have known because the generator would have been glowing green, right? However, we've narrowed it down to quite possibly he is rocking Tinkerer. Now, he didn't have a red stain in front of him, so he could have had Beast of Prey, but that wouldn't have removed his tear radius. So learning these kind of things will make you more efficient in terms of your Dead by Daylight gameplay. So Tinkerer should be activating very soon. So let's see what he decides to do. Let's just see what he decides to do. Hey, sweetie, Tinkerer just activated. I'm not sure you want to be here doing this right now. I'm going to have to body block hits for you. Looks like he's not interested. Each piston on a generator that we can currently see moving right now is moving at approximately 22% of what's completed of a generator. She hasn't been hooked, so I'm going to continue to sit in a safe spot. She used high knees for hopefully get a random item. What did you get? You got a map? Lucky you. Let's get the generator completed. We don't know where the killer is. We do know that the killer has got no hooks for 4 generators, and that is very impressive considering there are 2 solo queue players on right now, and only one person I'm in the queue with right now is Ace. We're going to move over to this generator. I'm not too intimidated by this killer's movement. So do you hear how the... I'm going to let him have it. I could have stacked on it. I could hear the heartbeat, so the killer might actually have access to Unforeseen. It might be Unforeseen, not Tinkerer. They're both forced off that generator. I just looked at the HUD and saw that neither of them are working anymore. It makes me feel like the killer is right here. I hear Ace, and he doesn't have a med kit, so let's give him the love and attention. I hear the knives too. Run a little bit. Sprint burst, that's okay. I'm here to take the knife hits if I need to. I don't want to take them, but I will because teammates, right? Keeping in mind, when he tries to hit you with a knife, you need to be in the middle of his screen, right? So that's going to mean I can go for a blind with my flashlight. It might be hard to do, but the longer I channel it, the further I can get. As long as I'm willing to sacrifice 3-4 seconds. Honeys? Oh, I got exposure. I have to give it to him. That was very, very unlucky. Block line of sight. Very, very unlucky there, ladies and gentlemen. I was not going to give him that pallet, but there's a 1 in 4, then 1 in 3 chance that when you are hit with Drama, which is the perk at the far right-hand side with the mask, you are going to be hit with exposure. That means if he M1'd me, I would have went straight into dying state. I can see her, but I can't see him. Exposure is gone. Looks like he's trying to hit them with cross maps on the knives. They're going to get the gen done in time. He went over there to check out another gen, but unfortunately, that is not going to be the right call. All right. We do know that he's most likely going to come towards this gen, but I have access to the pallet, and my Drama is back. The good news about Drama is he can never be hit with the same effect twice. Notice how Ace is turning his head? I'm paying attention to Ace right now, and I'm seeing what he's seeing. So he's not moving, and he's not looking in a direction, because when you turn your camera, your character's head moves, right? So I'm just looking at the information provided through Ace. Ace is telling me the killer's not moving by just looking at him. She obviously wants to open the door, so I'm guessing she has a door daily. Come on. Do you have a door daily? No? Okay. Let's open the door and let's get out. Anyways, guys, that's going to be an educational formative Dead by Daylight survivor game. So what happened? The killer let go of a lot of his chases. This is one of those situations where you have to be mindful of how much time you commit to a chase. He was unable to follow up and get it down. There are some perks that are going to assist you in these situations if you are looking at downing the survivors or if you're really struggling. In this situation, I feel like it's just going to take repetition and practice for this killer to improve. I'm telling you now that I believe Trickster is one of the stronger killers in terms of the fact that even though he doesn't have map pressure, he should be able to catch players a lot more efficiently than, for example, a Doctor or a Pyramid Head. Anyways, guys, if you've enjoyed the educational informative commentary, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I do educational informative DBD killer and survivor content over at Twitch if you guys want to tune into the live stream. Thank you all for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the fog in the next video. Have a good one. Cheers.